let me start with a quick overview of myself. I am Alberto Ferrari, Senior Integration Architect. I have around 10 years experience in the integration field and around 50 projects of tech. I work for Product Next, which is a small but high quality software boutique vertical in the integration. As Salesforce and MuleSoft joined the force with the MuleSoft acquisition a few years ago, we are trying to follow the same path. And end of last year, we became part of the Sirocco Group, which is a Swedish multi-country IT company specialized in CRM implementation. So we joined the force together with the aim to unify integration and CRM inside a single delivery model under the SAP umbrella, safe umbrella. So the agenda of the day, we will start with a deep dive with the Salesforce Agentforce and how to power it with MuleSoft, with Daniele De Simone. Then let's explore the MuleSoft Mac AI chain project with Andrea Canale. Last but not least, we will have our treasure hunt inside the Metaverse for all the joiners in the Metaverse, and the top 5 will win a Salesforce free exam voucher. Good luck then to everyone. So let's start with some quick general instruction. As you know, today we are in a complex hybrid environment. Part of the audience is here in the Metaverse with us, but there is also part of the forum from the MuleSoft video channel. Here we have Giulio Picchi that will work as a bridge between the two environments. So if you are following the event from the MuleSoft video call, you can put your question directly in the chat, and Giulio will take care to collect all of them and bring here in the Metaverse. Otherwise, if you are here with us, you can just click in the blue box on the top left side of the screen. You can click on your name and raise your hand. At the end of every speech, you will have the possibility to raise your question directly. I guess we are ready to start, guys. So please, Daniela, come here on the stage. We are all here for you. Thanks.
Oh, nice to meet you all. Just let me take control of the screen. Now you should see my screen.
We do.
Great, good. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first session of this meetup about integrating Agentforce with MuleSoft. My name is Daniele De Simone. I work as a senior developer at Florence Next. And this is my first time presenting in a meetup, so I'm very excited. Today, we will explore how these two technologies complement each other to automate data workflows and create a seamless customer experience. We will cover the basics of Agentforce, discuss how integration improves user experience, especially when data is scattered, and we'll dive into how Agentforce implements advanced approaches like RAG, that stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation, to make data retrieval and reasoning more effective. We will also take a look at how MuleSoft simplifies integrating external services. Finally, I'll give a live demo and I'll talk about the future of Agentforce. So let's jump in. Agentforce as maybe most of you already know, is an AI-powered assistant developed to streamline customer experience. Agentforce is in fact used to automate responses and tasks within the Salesforce ecosystem. In its initial release, Agentforce provided basic automation capabilities, allowing customer service agents to handle routine problems. First version of Agentforce then laid the foundation for integrating AI into customer service workflows, reducing the response times and improving overall service quality. But that's not all. Thanks to significant advancements, the agent now includes natural language processing and machine learning algorithms. These enhancements allow Agentforce to understand and interpret complex customer queries, providing more accurate and relevant responses. But that's not all. In fact, Agentforce is a one-man team, can be used, in fact, as a customer service. The agent can resolve customer inquiries 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. Can be a sales development representative, since it can autonomously engage with prospects. It can be a sales coach for our colleagues, since it can provide personalized sales role plays. It can be a personal shopper, offering personalized product recommendations, and can also create and optimize campaigns end-to-end. But to achieve these remarkable goals, we need our agents to be able to access data from all enterprise systems. Let's consider this scenario. A customer is contacting support to ask about the status of an online order, and the customer service agent, relying on Agentforce, try to retrieve the order information. But in this case, the data resides in an external system that's not integrated into Salesforce, and the agent lacks the access to the critical information. For this reason, the agent cannot provide to the customer the information he wants, leading to frustration and the need to escalate the issue to a human operator. This situation not only delays resolution, but also undermines the efficiency that AI integration aims to achieve. This situation highlights a critical limitation. The effectiveness of Agentforce is contingent on the data available within Salesforce. So, what we can do? I think most of us here know the answer. If you want, you can raise your hand. The answer in this case is MuleSoft. MuleSoft addresses this challenge by acting as a middleware solution that connects Salesforce to various external systems. And integrating disparate data sources, MuleSoft ensures that all relevant information is accessible. This connectivity allows Agentforce to retrieve and utilize data from multiple platforms, providing comprehensive responses to customer needs without delays. This is what we can achieve in this way. An architecture where MuleSoft serves as a central hub, linking Salesforce to external systems such as e-commerce platforms, inventory databases, shipping services, all cloud providers. And through this integration, data flows seamlessly into Salesforce, allowing the agent to access real-time information. These interconnected ecosystems ensures that AI agents have a holistic view of customer data, enhancing their ability to assist effectively in any situation. With integrated data, customers can engage with AI agents to inquire about their orders and receive immediate, accurate information. For instance, like we have seen before, a customer asking about the status of an order can receive real-time updates directly from the agent, thanks to the synchronized data between Salesforce and the external system. This level of responsiveness not only improves customer satisfaction, but also reduces the workload on human operators. And we can achieve this with 0 lines of code. With the new API catalog, released in these days, perfectly integrated with all external services, you can automatically create invocable actions inside Salesforce, connecting to external services, all through a low or zero code approach. And there are a lot of benefits. You can easily trigger processes that start in Salesforce, such as sending or requesting data from external systems without custom code. By using tools like Flow Builder, you can set up and link your workflows to external services in just a few clicks. And that's perfect for building powerful business logic without Apex development. If you already have Apex code, you can enhance it. Or you can speed up development by using automatically generated actions. And this frees you up to focus on the strategic aspect of your project. Last but not least, you can offer the users tailored flows or tailored Agentforce Actions to interact with external APIs directly within the Salesforce interface, providing a straightforward, intuitive experience. And that's not all. Agentforce benefits from MuleSoft's robust enterprise-grade API ecosystem and is able to read data in real time from various sources, CRMs, ERPs, external databases. In this way, we can apply advanced techniques like retrieval augmented generation, the RAG, to combine and use that data. But what is RAG? In a nutshell, RAG helps companies retrieve and use their data from various sources for better generative AI results. Because the source material comes from your own trusted data, it helps reduce or even eliminate hallucinations. This means you can trust the responses to be relevant and accurate. Here we can see how RAG works. And through RAG, companies can have AI models draw from all available data, from all the systems that are reachable by MuleSoft APIs. Essentially, Agentforce can retrieve relevant information via MuleSoft, augment the information with the context from previous interaction, and generate more intelligent and context-rich responses. This combination drastically reduces the manual searching and the manual reconciling that can slow down business processes. In other words, you get truly end-to-end automation with minimal friction. And with this integrated data, Agentforce can offer personalized and contextually relevant interactions. For example, if a customer has a history of frequent purchases, the AI can proactively suggest related products or related services, enhancing the customer experience. And every time the agent has to take a decision, he can have access to all the most updated info. This level of personalization is made possible through the rich and consolidated data accessible via MuleSoft's integration. That brings us to the core of today's session, because you'll see how easy and fast this can be achieved. Let's start by saying that the agent not only can interact with customers, but can also help people in our company to do a faster, easier, and a better job, reducing the risk of human error and reducing the time needed for a lot of operation and enhancing the result. In our demo, I'll be an insurance agent looking for some data about policies of his clients. The operation is very simple, but can demonstrate how with a few clicks, we can integrate our system and Salesforce and say powerful agents. Let's say I want to check some data, but they are on an external system and not on Salesforce. So let's put our hands on. Okay, here we are in the agent builder. That's like a playground where we can speak with Einstein Copilot. That is an in-org agent that is used to help us in our everyday task. And we can ask the agent, for example, tell me about policy with ID Paul 001. So let's see if the agent can help us in this task. Okay, as we expect, the agent cannot find the policy because it has no connection to the system where our policy is. Now, Let me show you. I have some APIs built with MuleSoft. I'll not show you the MuleSoft project, but it's a very easy project reading from an external database. With a post call specifying the ID of the policy, I can receive the details, the older name, the address, the car, and everything about the policy. Now, we have to connect this API to our Salesforce organization. Here we are in the setup of our Salesforce. First thing to do is to connect our Salesforce to our MuleSoft. It's a very easy operation, but for this demo, we already did it. But it's just a few clicks. You just have to grant the demo, the permissions, and you'll see here the API I built. You can see all the operation. You just have to activate this operation. In this case, we will use the search to get policy details. Once we have connected the API catalog to our Salesforce setup, we can go to the flow builder with, okay, I already did this just for the purpose of the demo, but you will see it's a very simple operation with zero code. You just have to choose the action you want to do. In this case, is the search for the policy, and you just have to connect the input from the user to the variable we will use in the body of our post call. So, for example, if the user speaks about ID, you will map it as ID to search. If the user speaks about the older name, you will map it as name to search. And you just have to do this block schema, debug your flow, and then activate it. Once you've done it, you can go to the agent actions sections, where now we together will create a new agent action. Just for your information, from today, Salesforce released a new feature just this morning, where you will no more need to do the flow before this moment in the setup. You just have to import in the API catalog. In this case, we will still use the old version, so we are referencing the flow. We will search for the name of our flow, that is search policy with filters. And here we can finish to set up last details about our flow. Let me take my snippets to speed it up. We can choose a loading text while the agent is searching for our policies. We can map the inputs and the outputs if we haven't already done it in the flow section. So for the active to search, we know that's the value active or expired for policies. For the ID to search, we can specify that it is the unique ID of the policies. And then we can also specify which output we will receive. In this case, it will be policy or policies requested. The more we are precise in this phase, the better the agent will work. We will say that this output is needed to be shown in conversation and no input is required, because the user can decide if to say, I want some ID or I want the policy of some people. So the agent action is now ready. We can go back to our flow builder in Einstein Copilot. Here we are back in the playground we were at the start of the demo. We have to create a new topic where we will tell the agent what he needs to do. So we will call it Policy Assistant. We will give it a description. Even in this case, we should be as much precise as we can, so the agent can understand better what it needs to do. So in this case, the agent should retrieve info about policies. The user can ask for policies specifying their ID or the policyholder name. But the user can also ask for all the active or expired policies. We must give a scope to our agent. So the job of our agent is to help users to get info about policies. We can give instructions, one or more than one, to our agent. In this case, we will only say, if a user gives you an ID to search for, answer with all policy details. And we can also add example of user input. For example, give me details about policy with ID Pol010. Okay, we did it. Now we have to search for the action we just created together. That's search policy with filters. And now the magic is done. We have the new policy assistant. We can reload the conversation and ask for, give me details about policy. Let's see if now it works, if now the agent can have access to this critical information. Here they are. Here are all the details about the policy with ID Pol001. But we are in a way that's very hard to read because we have true for all the Boolean fields and we have data that's difficult to read for a human operator like me. So I can leverage on the intelligence of the agent and ask, for example, who is the owner? Let me say that in the database, the owner of the policy is indicated as holder. So the agent understands that the holder and the owner are the same person. And it gives me details about Mario Rossi. But we can also ask, for example, when does the policy expire? If we want to suggest the customer to renew its policy. Or, for example, we can ask, which is his car? And the agent will go to combine information from different fields, since you can see that Fiat and Panda and the plate are in different fields of the database. And the agent tells us the car associated is a Fiat Panda with the license plate AB123CD. But we can also ask to aggregate the data to the agent. For example, tell me all the expired policies. And the agent will learn as we use it. Okay, we have an array of all the expired policies. And in this case, we can say, I need only the IDs. And me, as an insurance agent, can go to the owners of policy Pol004 and Pol009 to suggest them to renew their policy. So that's how easy and fast it is to make the agent use APIs we built with MuleSoft. From today, from this morning, it is also faster than this. And I think it's very useful. It's very incredible how our work can benefit from this feature. And the collaboration between Agentforce 2.0 and MuleSoft promise greater advancements. We will have, for example, MuleSoft for Flow, simplifying the creation of low-code workflows across systems, and allowing the user use pre-built connectors to quickly create multi-system workflows. Or we will have the MuleSoft Topic Center that will allow teams to embed Agentforce metadata into all APIs they create. Users will be able to test topics to ensure proper responses in Agent Builder and prompt Agentforce agents to take action in third-party systems. This ensures that every connection point can be turned into an Agentforce skill or an Agentforce action, making every API agent first. And integrating diverse systems and centralizing data within Salesforce, organizations can achieve a seamless, efficient, and customer-centric operation. That brings us to the end of my session of today. We explored how by combining Agentforce and MuleSoft, we can deliver a much smoother experience for both agents, as we see in the demo, and also customer. We can reduce manual effort, and we can enable advanced data retrieval through methods like RAG that will be explained better by my colleague Andrea in a while. And we also covered how external services can be easily integrated thanks to MuleSoft. So
Thank you, Daniele.
Thank you for listening, and I'll be happy to answer any question you may have.
Thank you, Daniele. I'm really impressed about how much is simple and fast to extend and power Agentforce through MuleSoft. Any question, guys, from here the Metaverse? And Giulio, please, if there is any question from the MuleSoft channel, put it here in the chat. I will read from the Metaverse audience. Okay, looks like no question.
Thank you all.
Greatly clear. Okay, thank you, Daniele. I guess we can move on to the next topic. Please, Andrea, come on the stage.
Okay, 1 moment.
Thanks.
Can you see my screen? Everything looks good? Okay, I will start. So, hello everyone, and welcome to our second session of this meetup. But before we start, let's introduce myself. I'm Andrea Canale, and I work as an integration architect at First Next. Today, I will present to you the MuleSoft Mac project and how it can help organizations to build AI agents. So let's look at the agenda. I will start exposing the current issues with the agent development that we face today. Then I will present the MuleSoft Mac project and how it can solve this problem. I will move to a small deep dive into the HN connector, and then I will show you a simple demo of an AI agent made with this tool. And I will end addressing any question. So, to start, I will show the problem. What is happening today? A lot of organizations are rushing into developing AI application. We could say that they are in an experimental mode. They are using one or more framework with different languages, different technologies. Also, most important, the final goal or the real need is not clear today, because they go straight to building agent, skipping critical development cycle aspects like design or security. All this stuff has led to what we call AI sprawl. That is an uncontrolled rise of AI agents and external AI callouts within an organization. The problem is that this leads to serious security risk like exposure of confidential data, and also it is an operational challenge that is undermining the very benefits that AI is meant to deliver. What we have to do to solve this issue? We need to do the same stuff that MuleSoft has done with the API. We need to think agent as product. So first, they should follow a strict life cycle where every stage of the agent should be aligned with the business objectives in order to provide sustained value and not short-term solution. Also, they must be developed with a strong focus on security, covering essential features like PII masking, that has to protect personal data and be compliant with the regulation, privacy regulation, or also like toxicity detection that will ensure an ethical interaction with our agent and will prevent harmful outputs. Also, quite important is that the agent should have some real-time analytics that allows organization to measure the agent effectiveness, identify bottlenecks, and solve them as soon as they are discovered. Finally, agents need to be designed and developed with composable and reusable components in order to efficiently integrate AI across various domains like HR, CRM, or RP. If we follow all this step, we could have one or more agents in each domain where they can perform tasks, automate processes, and support real-time decision to efficiency and value in each domain. Let's think, for example, of what is doing Agentforce in the customer domain with Salesforce. But now, how we can make these agents talk each other to build the so-called agentic architecture? That's where the MuleSoft Agent project comes into the game. This project will act as the unification layer that enables a simple communication between AI agents, and it will ensure that each agent is empowered with the data and insight they need, regardless their location within the enterprise organization. How this project can do this? The project consists of a set of connectors that provide a unified interaction layer to several LLM providers and AI services like Agentforce or Amazon Bedrock, and give us the flexibility to the organization to leverage multiple LLM or agents within a workflow. And it enables also they can switch easily between LLM if, for example, the pricing model of a specific LLM is not good anymore and the cost is a critical factor for the AI project. In the same way, the connectors that the Mac project has simplify the connection to a wide set of vector database or file storage services like Amazon S3 or Azure Blob Storage, in order to simplify the loading and retrieving the data required by AI agents during their actions. Another important stuff is that the Mac project provides us a wide set of useful toolkit for simplify the development of agents, like the prompt template operation that simplify a lot the building of complex prompt. Or also we have connectors that can crawl the web in order to give the data from the web to the agent. Or also the Whisper connector that allow us to convert text to speech. And in this case, this connector makes use of the OpenAI Whispers model. What else? That all these features are combined with all the benefits that the MuleSoft ecosystem provides. So first of all, let's think about the great integration capabilities with the vast list of connectors. Also, we have the governance given by the Anypoint platform, and also the speed of delivery given by the low-code environment. The end result of all this is a powerful and secure enterprise platform for building AI agents. On top of all the connectors available, the AI chain connector is the most important. This connector allows us to connect very easily to a wide set of LLM providers. So, for example, as we can see in the left, if we want to connect to a provider, we just need to create a simple configuration where we select from the list that is automatically populated the provider that we want. Just notice we can also run some LLM model locally with the Olama service. So we select the LLM, the provider, then we can select the model that we want. We need to provide the credential easily with a JSON file or using environment variables. And if you want, we can also set some parameter like temperature, or if you want to limit the prompt length, we can set also a token, we can limit the token usage. And all this comes without need to check any kind of documentation, API spec, if we want to switch the provider, which is just a matter of 2 clicks. Also, this connector provides a long list of ready-to-use operations that goes from simple prompting to tasks like image recognition and manipulation. I give you just an example how we can use this connector. For example, we want to chat easily with a LLM. We just need to take the connector from the list. In this case, is the chat answer prompt operation. We just select the configuration that we have created, and we just pass the prompt. And this way, we can interact with with a LLM. Instead, if we want to guide the LLM in order to generate consistent and context-aware outputs, we can use the agent-defined prompt template, where we can set the dataset fields, where we will set the data that the AI should use to answer, the template where we can define the format of the prompt that we are giving to the LLM, and the instructions that are a set of rules that the agent should follow in order to generate the right answer. Also, if we want to monitor how many tokens we are using in each interaction, as we can see in the right, the end of this operation in the attributes fields of the Mule message, you can see that there is a field called the token usage, and there is the input count, output count. So we are able to monitor whatever we need with the connector. So let's move to the demo. So far I present to you the basic of the agent connector. So now let's see how an agent is built with this tool. For our use case, we need to build an agent for an insurance company. This agent should help the insurer in adjusting policy costs or provide advice for new proposal. A strict requirement is that the agent should only rely on the company knowledge, that in our case consists of reports about car theft or car accident. In order to build this kind of agent, we need to implement what is called RAG, that stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. In simple words, we are going to enhance AI responses by enriching the user prompt with the relevant information. Those information that, in our case, is a text file, they need to be transformed and stored as a vector in a vector database. Why we do this? Because when the user makes a question to the agent, the agents need to search this information in a quick and in an efficient way. These are all features that the vector database and vector search provides. Then, after we have retrieved the information, we pass this information with the prompt to the LLM that can answer in a more intelligent and context-aware way. On the right, there is the technical architecture. I'm currently running on my PC the Mule application with the agent connector and the vector connector. And also in a Docker environment, I'm running a vector database, in this case, Chroma, and the Olama services, where a specific model for transforming text to vectors is running. So also, and with the chain connector, so this is connected to the Open API. So I give you also an overview on how, in a simple application, we are using two different LLM providers. Let's move the new application. On the right, there is a simple web page that will send a request to the Mule application. To show you how, at the moment, the agent doesn't know anything about car theft or car accident, I will ask him about a specific car, a really unlucky car. It's called Klepto car. And we can see that the agent cannot answer because it doesn't know anything. So I will go in the debug and will show how, in the first phase of the RAG, we can load the document to a vector database. I will select the file, that is in this case a report, a fake report with invented stuff. here. Here there is the report. We pass the report to the LLM, to the local LLM that will generate a vector representation. Take a while. And here we can see the embeddings. This is a really long purple say. And then with the second, from the output of the first, we pass to the store add operation that will load this vector into the vector database. And we can see from the web. Then if we make the same question, we will see that the agent now can answer, and we will see that the klepto card, the risk of the klepto card is quite high because it's really unlucky card, a lot of death and accident. So just to give you also an overview on how the process of the answer works, go to the bug. Here, in order to search the information, we are creating a vector representation of the query. Here, our query. Then we use the store query. So we are searching in the vector database something similar to our question. And we can see here what the query that are segments of our report. And then all these segments are then passed to the HN connector that is calling OpenAI, where in the dataset there is our segments of the report. In the template, I just say where how's the question composed, and also the instruction. An important stuff that is usually done in the RAG implementation is to specify that the agent should just answer with the information provided. Otherwise, it will start to invent stuff. And here's the answer. So also, just to, I will not do it because I'm not running at the moment a local LLM for generating text. But if we want to switch the model, we can just select local. Also, if we want to make some local development, then we want to move to OpenAI in order to save some token. So I completed the demo presentation. I give you also the source that I've used to build this presentation and this demo. And also there is a GitHub page where if you want to contribute by coding, you can go. I would say that if you find some bug, please open issues on the GitHub page because it's something that will help a lot the developer. So, any questions so far?
Okay, thank you, Andrea. Yes, we have a couple of questions. Congratulations first, both you guys. Okay, the first question, I guess you have the answer, is if you can share this new project. I guess, guys, you can see the link. Can you please, Andrea, share again the link in the panel?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if they want your implementation.
My project, okay, I will
directly your project.
Yeah.
We can arrange that in some way. Otherwise, you can find here the common link for the Mac project.
I would like that just to answer in the documentation in the GitHub page there are also some demo that cover the simple tab implementation like the one that I made, and also covers also some refined implementation that cover more advanced use case. But it's something that they inserted, I think, last week, because it's quite new.
Okay, thank you. Let me just also remind you that you can always contact us through email or directly to our channel, and we can share more material and also touch more area. One more question. It was for the first presentation for Daniele, but I guess it's relevant for both of you. Let me read it just a second. How does LLM works when it comes to specific topics?
Well, let me say, just if please you can mute your mic. Okay. The LLM, the agent is very powerful, as the LLM is very powerful for any topic. But if you have a very specific question in a very specific topic, you can even use your model, like Andrea was showing. So I think it will be able to handle almost any case.
Exactly. I guess you can bring your own model, train it, and do the model builder component in the platform, right? Yes, I guess it's correct. Okay. No more question here, and also from the video channel. Thank you again, guys. I guess we can now move to the funny part of the meetup, to the treasure hunt. But, let's go, everyone, please. In the campus, you have to click in the top left blue box on the big uppercase go to and click to campus. We will see that in a few seconds. Bye.
So the session is over. It's Giulio speaking. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. We will wrap this meetup up by sharing the slides decks and all the references that are being presented from Andrea and Daniele. Now on the Metaverse, we're going to have a treasure hunt, so I need to attend it. If you have any question, you can email us, organizer of the Stockholm meetup, so we can answer you and ship out all the things that you may need. So it was a pleasure hosting you. Hope everything was clear, was fun, and was interesting. See you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.